but
all
Dr. New, I wrote you a message and then I deleted it because I don't know if it's me or what it is, but I have sat down with the Bible trying to read, trying to connect, and I don't think that I've ever known who God is, and that's what my main issue has been for a while, because I've always wanted to know and feel, and I wrote you a message today stating, I don't know what to do. I've tried, I've prayed, I've done everything, but how can I find something if I don't know what I'm believing in? And I understand the Who is God's class, but it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Try.
It's hard for me because I never, like, I've went through hundreds of churches throughout my life just to see if there was one that I could connect with, one that I felt that would show me and help me feel what I need to feel connected with my higher self, and I still haven't reached that. Yet. I'm saying yet because I know that I make my path. I know that I walk in who I am, but it's hard when you don't know who you are.
Sure. What are you looking for? Can you hear me now? Hello?
Sorry.
Wait a minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you have a class today, and it's like I didn't want to bring this in.
This when I have a class.
I'm sorry.
100% of the time. It never fails. It's okay because this is how you are making sure you are first. And this is what you're supposed to do. So this is evidence for you. And it's okay.
This is the biggest battle that I've had inside of myself for a very long time.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for that, like, I don't, I don't even know how to explain it.
It's okay. Did you say your
like that connection, and I know I've always wanted that connection ever since I was a little girl, and I've always prayed there. I can't tell you, I pray 24/7. I believe I pray in the morning, I pray at night, I pray during the day when I'm sitting alone. It's like I don't know if I have a block to where I can't hear what I need to hear, but it's like I want to know who he is, who he is, what he is, where he's at. I want to know it all. And I pick up the Bible and I feel like I'm retarded because I can't understand what I read and I can't feel what I read. And I say to myself all the time, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just understand what it is that I need to understand to have that connection? And
Okay. What are you looking for? What does the connection look like to you?
feeling that peace, like knowing who I am, loving myself inside, now knowing that I'm loved by him himself. I don't know what it is that I'm looking for. I can't explain it. Because if I can't explain it to myself, I don't know how to explain it to somebody else.
How can you find it if you don't know what you're looking for? How do you know it's not there if you don't know what you're looking for?
That's my point. I don't know what I'm looking for. I know, see, mm, when I read the Bible, like, I want to feel that, like, feeling like he's there, like the presence of knowing that there is someone out there looking over me. Like, mm, I don't know, maybe it's just like every time I went to church, I would feel that like warm, peaceful feeling. And like I was doing good by him. Like there, all this came up because my daughter asked me, how do I know that God's real? And I couldn't answer that question. I couldn't answer it. She like and I said to her, you know, she says, Mom, you read the Bible, you pray all the time, but do you think he ever hears you? Because I always see you cry. I always see us struggling and suffering. She says, do you really think he's real? And I said, I have to believe in something. I
Mm.
said, in my heart, I believe he is. But I couldn't tell her, I know for a fact. And every time, I mean, I know when we do the Who is God's class, I mean, I've done it a couple of times and I feel, and then it's like, what am I feeling? I don't know if it's me wanting so bad to believe in something or if it's real. I don't know. And it's like, it hit me like a ton of bricks because I do sit down and I say, I want to hear you. I want to feel you. I want to know that you exist. And when I don't hear or feel the response, then it's like, am I believing in the right thing? I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, Dr. Anu. I really don't. My words can't even come out. And I know I'm a powerful being because I do believe that, and I have seen with my own eyes things that nobody can explain. I have seen things like when I was in Mexico, I seen a woman underneath a stoplight. Not only me, everybody have seen it. Two white dogs come out. So I've seen spirit. I've physically seen spirit with my own eyes. But can I explain it? No, because I don't know what I seen. Other people have seen it with me. I've but I've never had that full experience of knowing 100% inside of me that it's real, that heaven's real, that God's real. And it's hard for me because I want to believe with my whole heart. And I try to do the right things. I try to be that person that does everything.
Doing good, lady.
This is really hard for me. It really is.
You're doing good. You're doing good. What proof do you need? What do for you? You believe God is real. If what is your if? What is your proof that God is real?
I guess in my own self, I need that evidence. I guess like that I can like when I talk, I want to hear a response. I don't want to sit there and listen to my brain saying to me when I pray, "What are you praying for?" You're not going to hear anything. And that's what I hear every single time I pray. What's the reason? Have you seen it work? These are things, and I literally sit there and I say to myself, I believe. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to my ego, which I say it's my ego, telling me it's not real. And then every time I get to that breaking point of where I start to feel inside of myself, yes, I'm getting closer, I'm getting closer, and then it stops. The feeling ends and I don't get a response. I think I'm getting a response, but then it's not.
So what do you mean when you say you think you're getting a response and it's not? Like, give me an example.
Okay, when I sit and I pray for whatsoever, like that, I pray all the time for my family, protection, and everything for everybody. But recently, I'd say for the past year, I've been praying for God to give me a sign that He's by me, that He's there, that I feel His presence. I'll hear ringing and I get those chills. But I take it as, oh, it's cold in the house, or the ringing in my ears because my ears hurting, not any other aspect. And it's like I physically want to hear words.
How do they have to come to you? If you physically hear words, how would you say to yourself, that's just my mind? Like you said earlier, when you hear the ringing, you say it's just cold. When you hear the ringing, you say it's just my ears. When you feel the chills, you say it's just cold. If you hear the voice, what will you say?
I don't know. I guess I'm just the kind of person that wants to hear a yes or a no.
If you hear a yes or a no, what will you say?
I don't know because I haven't heard it.
If you ask God for a sign and He gave you, and you got chills and you said it's cold. If you ask God for a sign and you hear a ringing and you say it's your ears. If you ask God for a yes or no and you get a yes or a no, what would you say?
I don't know if I could sit there and say that I know if I would believe or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I guess it's a to explain it better. It's like I feel like my mind's playing tricks on me.
So if you hear a yes or a no, would you feel like your mind is playing tricks on you?
If it wasn't my voice, no. I always hear my own voice.
So what proof do you need? How would it look? So you would
I
say,
don't know.
God, I need proof that you are real and this is what you have to do. What would that be?
Having faith.
Scratch faith. Faith only works if you believe in God. Let's get to God first. If you or having a belief in something, God, Buddha, Allah, the universe, something, right? So let's
Mhm.
get faith for a second and let's just stick with God because that's what you're saying you're seeking, God. So what do you need to have? What do you need to personally have to say that God is real?
Never thought of that. I always wanted to just like hear him respond back, but I don't know how to distinguish his response from my own.
How do you do that?
Honestly, I don't know.
How do you how do you think that why do you say distinguish your voice from his voice or your voice from God's voice? Are you fully aware that there are two voices going on? One is yours and one is God. Have you established that?
No,
Okay. So whose voice do you think you hear all the time?
my own.
Okay. So there is no God's voice for you. For you, it is just your voice. Yes?
Hmm.
Yeah. So when you do readings and you say, I feel this chill, are you talking to the person? You have to be honest.
When I do my readings, I get this like the words pop in my head.
Is it you talking? I'm not asking about your experience. Who's giving you
Mhm.
the word? Is that you?
Say that again.
Is that you giving the word?
I feel like it's like my spirit giving the words. Like when I do my readings, I get that feeling like my inner self is speaking.
So when you tell it to them, who do you say is speaking?
My inner spirit.
When you're in a reading, when you're talking to someone and you're sharing the message, do you say, I feel the spirit on me, or I feel God, or God is telling you this? Or do you say, this is what my spirit is saying to you? This is my inner being speaking to you. Which do you say?
I say this is how I feel. Like this is what I'm sensing, what I'm feeling.
So you don't say, this is what God told me to say. Huh? I can't hear you.
No.
Okay. You've only ever said, this is what you're feeling.
Mm.
And when you do a healing or a reading, um, when you get the chills, you describe that as you.
As a feeling that I get, like this inner spirit, my inner guide. I feel it as my inner guide, my inner spirit.
And what does your inner spirit do?
It guides me,
Guides you where?
guides me to my answers.
What about your bad time?
Hmm?
What about your bad time? Does it guide you there too?
I guess I would say yes.
Does it guide?
Because if because I wouldn't say my spirit guides me to my bad times. I say to myself, like, bad things happen.
Okay, who guides you to your bad things?
Me, myself.
Are you also you yourself in your inner spirit? Or is your inner spirit separate from you yourself?
I would have said separate.
Whatever your truth is, you speak your truth.
I want to say separate because I can't explain. Like, there's times that I feel this like overwhelming feeling over myself. Like, I get into that moment where I just know things
Do you just
and
know
I
things?
can't explain. Hmm?
Do you just know things or your inner self knows things? If they're separate, which one knows things?
My inner self.
Okay. So when it's not good, who is it?
Me.
So you're only in control of the bad. You're not in control of the good.
Well, I would say I'm in control of it all
Or is your inner self in control of the good and your
and the bad.
so the inner self is control of the good and the bad? Are you sure?
That's the point. I'm not sure.
Take some time and think. Give yourself permission to think.
I believe when bad things happen, I create them
What about
because of my thoughts or my actions.
what about when good things happen?
When good things happen, when I make them happen,
Is that your truth?
I know I try. I don't know how to explain or inside myself. I don't know how to explain it. Like it feels like I'm having a battle with my inner self. Like I'm battling what's right and what's wrong, what is real and what is not. And I know that I'm feeling this. I feel this battle. And
How do you know it's a battle?
because I know right from wrong. I know when things are right. I mean, I know when things are right and when they're wrong.
What's the battle that you feel?
I want to believe, but my inner self is battling with it, telling me there's no reason to
There's no reason to what?
believe,
Believe in
like
what?
in myself.
Believe in yourself. There's no reason to believe in yourself. What about God?
I don't know. I'm confused.
That's okay. Do you believe there's a God?
Yes,
Why?
I believe there's a God because of everything I see. I mean, how was the world created if there is no God? That's what I believe. That God created man, he created the creatures on this earth, he created the good, he created the bad, he created everything.
Why do bad things happen to you if there's a God? You really believe that there's a God? I see you praying all the time, and we still have struggle and we still have bad things happen.
Because I believe when bad things happen, it's a lesson for me to learn. There's something inside of there that I need to know, or I need to learn. And that those are the things that I bring myself to try to understand why things happen and for what reason. Like right now, I'm sitting here wanting to know, but it feels like my brain is blocking me to not knowing.
What do you want to know?
Honestly, who I am, why I'm here, what my purpose is. Why do I have to suffer? beings that I'm not a bad person. I've never been a bad person. I do everything I can, and I feel like I'm a disappointment to him
To who?
in an all around basis. Is that if I can't believe in myself, who can I believe in?
Okay. Did you say you were a disappointment to God or to you or to someone else? You said I'm a disappointment. Who are you talking about?
Both, because I can't understand why everything happens. I try to be this person that follows, I guess, my own set of rules of like, I don't talk bad. I don't look for any bad in anybody. I'm always trying to be that person that helps everybody and always like trying to be that strong person, the strong person that everybody could come to talk to, ask for advice, and I'll give the advice, but I can't take the advice for myself. I'm so good at doing it for everybody else, but not for myself.
Ashe. So this is beautiful. You're doing beautiful. When we started out, you said that you didn't believe that there was a God.
I believe if I can't believe it myself, I can't believe in anything. That's my main that's my main issue because I know in my heart there is a God. I know it in my heart because I wake up every morning and I'm grateful to wake up. And I know I'm thankful for everything that I have.
Ashe.
But isn't it I feel ashamed of myself because I want more. I want more. I want to know more. I want to feel more.
Ashe. Ashe. What do you want more of?
I want more understanding of who I am, why I am here, for what reason, what is my purpose.
Ashe.
I I want to feel deserving of love. I want to feel deserving to be happy. I don't want to be sad anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing for everybody. I want to feel what it is to have something for me.
Ashe. Shame. You're doing good, lady. Doing good.
I really want to know what that feeling is to feel to love myself.
Ashe.
Because I'll get up every morning and I'll get up. I'll make my husband's lunch and take care of my kids. When everybody leaves the house, I sit here and I'll do my affirmations. I'll say to myself that I'm beautiful, that I'm strong, that I'm capable to go to another day. But I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I can say it all day long, but I don't feel it. And I want to feel it.
Ashe.
I can give the energy to everybody else, but I want to give it to myself.
What stops you from feeling it? What stops you from believing it for you? What stops you?
And I believe if I can't love myself, how can I know of anything else? How can I believe in anything else? I can't feel it myself.
What's keeping you from feeling it yourself? What's holding you from feeling that way about yourself? If it sounds like I'm yelling, it's just because I know you guys can't hear me for some reason. What's keeping you from feeling that way about yourself? Why can't you feel that way about yourself? I don't feel that way about myself because
That's something I would need to sit down and think on because I don't know.
how do you feel about yourself? Honestly. You said, I say those things, I don't believe those things. What do you believe? What are the words that you believe?
It's not so much words, it's the feeling.
What do you feel about you?
That's a hard question. A very, 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 very hard question for me to answer. I know I have the answer inside of me, just pulling it out. I look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself I'm beautiful, but I don't feel it. I can tell myself I'm strong, but I don't feel it. I can tell myself, you got this. You can do this. But at that moment, I feel like I don't. And I try to convince myself every day. And I do it every single day. I literally say, and say. It's just I don't it's like I'm saying it, but I don't hear it. I can't hear what I'm saying to myself. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'll say it to myself, but I can't feel it.
I said, you don't
Like
feel
there's
it. You don't
there's
feel
a door and all I keep hearing every time I say it, and I know it's my ego, and I know it. I know it for a fact. It's hard. It's like I have a battle with it because I'll tell myself I'm beautiful, and then I'll hear myself say, "Really? Look at you. Your hair's a mess. Your body's huge. Your husband might tell you he loves you, but he's looking at other girls. He's doing this, he's doing that." Then it's like, I'll say, I got this, I'm strong. Yeah. And I'll hear myself say, yeah, you're strong, all right. Uh-huh. You're you're strong. Sure you are. And that's the battle I deal with.
which one
And huh?
which one is stronger? The one that says I'm beautiful or the one that says no you're not?
Me. Like, what's stronger now?
What's stronger? The one that says I'm beautiful or the one that says no you're not? Your hair's a mess. Look at you. Honestly, which one is
The one that has a hold on me
yes.
that I want to break free from?
Yes.
It's the negative side.
I say. I say. I say.
And all I want to do is put a cement wall there so I won't hear that no more.
How do you kill that voice?
I keep affirming to myself that I am. I keep every time I hear it, I tell myself it's not true. You are. Then it gets stronger and stronger. I keep hearing different things like, go ahead, go ahead. You can keep trying. Just like you said before. Like you said before. I remember the day we went through one of our sessions and you said to me, and it comes into my head a lot about the negative side, always trying to keep you down, holding you and holding you. And I'm fighting my hardest to break free. And I keep telling myself and telling myself and telling myself, and it's like the negative keeps poking in, poking at me and telling me, and I keep telling it. It's like a battle every day. And it's like I put that smile on, I put that face on of the strong person, but my kids don't see while they're at school. I'll sit here and I'll cry. But when they come home, it's the strong mom, have that dinner ready, house clean, clothes done. That they don't see the struggle in the day that I go through when I'm trying to give myself that extra push to get up and 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 do those exercises that I know that'll make me feel better, or to get up and take that walk outside and not feel like somebody's watching my every step. It's like, I mean, it's like I have that double door. I'll close off what's bothering me when they're around because I don't want them to see me suffer because I think they've seen it one too many times. It's like I'm doing it on my own. And there's just that time when you say, I can't do it anymore. It's hard. Sorry, somebody was calling me. Can you hear me?
Yes. Do you see a change in yourself from last year to today?
Yes, I do see a change.
So are your affirmations working better?
Can you give me 1 second to go out and come back in? Because
Yep.
it literally took the volume down.
Yes. Yes. So before Mary gets back, for those who are the practitioners, very good job. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. You're seeing, these are the life coaches that I'm talking to. This is always I'm just like a doctor that has other things. You guys know that. So beautiful. How did you go out and come back in like that?
I just hit leave and then go back into the group and then hit come in. I don't know.
It didn't even let.
God wants me here. Hello.
Well, listen, it's so beautiful because we had a class today at 12. You always pull this off. You always do this. And if you don't take that as God's making time for you, honey, I don't know what you need besides that. Because we had a
I
schedule.
have
at-
I have just when I went out and I couldn't hear, this is the strangest thing. The strangest thing because when I hit the button and I hit left, it would usually take me back into the messenger, but it didn't. It took me to my screen. This picture is at the end of my pictures and it said believe in yourself.
Ashe.
So when you just said that, I know there is a higher power. It's me learning to believe in me. And that's my hardest triumph and hill that I need to get over because I know I have it in me to get over this, to get over everything that has happened to me, everything that's been in my past, because I know that this is what's holding me down because I hear it. These are the words that I hear in my head that I was told every day of my life. And I know it's only a program, the program that I need to delete. And until I'm capable of deleting it, it's going to keep running. I have the strength for everybody. But when it comes down to giving the strength to myself, I never feel like I'm worthy of it. Because I never believed in myself. I never felt like I was capable of somebody loving me. And this is a process, like you say, every single day. It's a process. My healing will never be done. All I can do is heal each and every day. By the process of being here with the tribe and knowing what I know now, I have a fighting chance because before I didn't have a fighting chance. And I didn't want to bring this into, I know you had a class today. I actually kept my picture covered throughout all of Wendy's class because I came in and I had tears in my eyes. And Then when you started to say that the conference was changed to May, I'm going to honestly tell you what came in my head. The words that came in my head were, haha, I told you you weren't going to the conference this fucking year. Pardon my French, but that's what came into my head. And I literally said to myself,
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Somebody knocked at the door.
okay. I literally said I was starting to sit there and tell myself this was too good to be true for me in my head. And then when you sat there and said it's not going to interfere with the things that you have to do in May, that gave me hope, like inside myself. And then I started to get those feelings again. You can hope, but it's not going to happen. And I was saying inside myself, yes, it will. I'll make it happen because I want it. It's not because I can, it's because I want it. And I want my healing, and that's why I'm moving forward into expressing what is inside of me. Because if I don't express what's inside of me, I hold it in, and I can't hear myself say it if I'm just saying it to myself. So this today was able to let me hear the things that I know is wrong with me. Now the processes are how to remove these thoughts and remove what was told to me. What are some of the things that I can do? These are the things that run in my head because of the classes that I'm taking with you. I wouldn't have had a fighting chance a year ago. But I know I have a fighting chance now of realizing who I am and where I'm going and what my purpose is. I got a lot of work I'm doing in myself, and I feel bad, but the work came through this morning. I know there is a God. I know there is. And I just got confirmation by seeing that believe in yourself picture. Because that's my biggest downfall is I don't believe in myself. And I have literally stopped doing readings and everything in my group because I wasn't believing in me. I wasn't believing in what my purpose was. And I was having doubts, and I was saying, I'm reading these cards. Am I reading what I'm just thinking? Or
I can still hear you, but you won't be able to see me. But I can hear you.
it's just I was feeling so many different things running around in me that I haven't put myself out there because I wasn't believing in myself and my abilities.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, sorry, I just had to answer the door. Yeah.
It's okay.
I say.
And I appreciate you taking the time out today. And I'm so sorry I butted in your time for your class.
It's what you do, lady. It's your spirit's way of showing you that you are important and that you
Mhm.
should come first.
I seen that today.
I say.
I needed this long, strong, pardon my French, but the kick in the ass to literally get back to where I've been working so hard, and now I just need to sit down and literally figure out how to close these doors. How to close these doors inside of myself so they can't stop what's coming in the future, because I know I'm here for a reason to help and to be able to give strength and to be able to help others heal. I know this. I know this. I know this because I can feel it in my heart, my bones. But I can't help somebody else until I get that full 100% look at myself in the mirror and say those words and actually feel them.
I say. What a mighty coach you will be.
I'm working on it.
I say.
I actually found myself last night. My son had an issue, and I did not even realize it until my husband at the end busted out laughing and he said, "You're going to be an amazing life coach." I said, "Why?" He said, "You did not realize what you just did for your son." I said, "Why?" He said, "You sat there and asked questions. You didn't give advice. You didn't do anything." He said, "You just kept asking questions until he found his own answer." And I didn't even know I was doing it.
Yeah,
So there is,
tell you why I say you're going to be a great life coach. Because people, um, people get up all the time and preach something they don't practice. They don't practice what they preach. They preach, they teach, and they don't practice nothing that they teach. They don't even believe stuff they say when they're saying it. They don't even believe it, and they violate and sin against everything they say. But to be able to say, I'm gonna take a stand down until I get this, and I know this for my own truth, and I'm not gonna try and reach out and help people until I establish this within me. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's
oh, I'm doing this work, and I made that 100% promise to myself. I am doing the work, and I don't care if I feel healed or not. I'll always need to heal. Everybody needs to. Like there's always going to be something inside of each and every one of us that pokes their little head through. And that's when I need to like cut it off, push it back down and say, "You're not welcome." And that's what I'm doing now.
that's sad. So I recorded. Is it okay if you always say
Uh,
yes? I recorded.
you don't
It's okay to record.
you don't have to ask me that question. I'm part of this tribe. You record every step of the way. I know. And you can share it because this is a lesson for maybe it might help somebody else.
Well,
Might have this.
I'm gonna show you something in a second. I'm gonna stop recording because I'm gonna show you how deeply this is gonna help the master coaches. But this I won't put on record. So hold on one second, or at least let me pause for a second. Let me pause for a second. I'm gonna keep recording, but I'm gonna pause for a second.
It's okay.
Okay. Now, this is for. First, I want to thank you for doing this because I always say these are teachable moments. Anytime I go into anything, it's always a teachable moment. So the master life coaches are here, and they were able to hear you through your healing, and also identify with what you were going through. Because I asked the question, do you guys hear our beautiful Mary, and what is standing in the way? and everyone was able to tap in and do their own coaching with you. Although I was coaching you, they too, in their mind, was going through their coaching with you. But I want to share something with you that this is a teachable moment. I'm not coaching right now. Right now, I am teaching life coaching. So I'm changing my hat. I am no longer coaching. I am teaching life coaching. And everyone who's in here, uh, who's a life coach, will be able to understand this. I always speak about triggers and how triggers show up and how I think Mama J asked me the question one day. She says, how do you stop these things from happening? I say, I stop them by recognizing the triggers, and whenever a trigger happens, I talk myself through it. Like Mary was just saying, she was having those two conversations. When I asked the question, I think I asked the question, do you guys see what's standing in the way with Mary? And so all the answers are right. I'm going to share with you what I saw standing in the way with Mary, which is different than you guys' answer, but all of them are right. I saw Mary being a fixer. Mary is a fixer. Whenever she has a problem, somebody has a problem, she has to fix it. When her daughter came to give her the question, she couldn't fix it. And because she couldn't fix it, it caused all the other programs to surface. This is what happened. You're beautiful. Look at you, lady. You're beautiful.
You're absolutely right.
You know this stuff, but you couldn't fix it. So it causes everything else to come up and surface. This was a beautiful life coaching moment. And what you'll do when she asks the question for you, don't fix it. Make her find God the same way you did.
Okay, I had my aha moment. Yes. Now I know why I've been feeling the way I've been feeling this whole time. Because I felt helpless. I felt helpless, like completely and wholeheartedly. Like that's how I felt when I was younger. Helpless. Like I couldn't help myself. And I stood in that moment and felt like the role was reversed. Like my daughter asked me for help, and at that moment I could not help her, and it made me rear back to when I was a child, and I couldn't help myself stop everything that was happening to me. I had that aha moment. Now I can say I feel just like Barb did that day. Ah! Oh.
Ashe. Ashe.
And I guess you could say that I just like you had a hug because from my toes to the tippy top of my head just started tingling. It's beautiful when you have those feelings, like those moments where you can see exactly what it is and know, and now I know what I need to do inside myself.
Those moments, that's what I call God. You'll define God for you, but that's what I call God. Those moments right there. I say, you'll find it. I say you did amazing. I always love you. I just love you from the bottom of my toes to the top of my hair follicle.
I'm not scared anymore, Dr. Anu, to say my feelings because I know this is such a sacred space. I could spill the beans of whatever is going on and feel and be able to work through it. Only if everybody in the world could feel what I feel when I'm here, even when I'm not here, because I take your practice, everything you have taught me, and have like put it in my everyday life. And like you said, this is a journey. This is a never ending journey
That's it.
to
You know what?
loving yourself and seeing who you are.
Yes. Well, it's so beautiful because the more we live, the longer we live, and the more committed we are to our growth and our spiritual development, we begin to recognize every door that the energy can flow through. Or some people say every door that the enemy walks in, or whatever words you use to describe it. But the way I say it is, the more I live and the more committed I get to my spiritual development, the sharper I am, the sharper we all are, and figuring out every entry point. When they say the devil has no new tricks, that right there was an example of the devil has no new tricks. He took the trick of, or the energy took the trick of, or there was a moment, right, where it was, I'll she likes to fix things, so I'll go this way. I can't go this way anymore because they didn't close the door over here. I can't try to go this way anymore because they didn't close the door over here. No worries, I still got the daughter. I still got a way where she can fix something. So I'll give her that. She'll try to fix it. She'll get sad because she can't fix it. And then she'll feel this way and this way and this way and this way. I'll go this way. I'll get her this way,
Hmm.
you know?
I do believe that.
Yes. But it's beautiful to be able to catch those doors. And thank you for allowing yourself to go through that process to get the healing, and also to allow the coaches to have a moment in themselves to learn how to coach and be the best coach, and for us all to see what it looks like when the energy or the devil chooses another door to get in.
Hmm.
See, I already know you believe in God, right? I already know you've heard from God. I already know you know how to track it. Those are conversations we've already had, so I don't have to worry about that. It's something different. There's something different happening right now. So what is that thing that's happening right now is what I had to listen for. And you said it within the first 10 seconds. When you spoke it, I sent the message.
I didn't even see any message.
I didn't send it to you. I sent it to the practitioners. As your stand had been, I didn't give them the answer, but your stand had been challenged, and it had been challenged by your daughter, and you have to fix it, so you had to have the answer, and you didn't have the answer, which caused everything else to come in and do what it do. That's just the door that was open, so they went in. It's okay,
Hmm.
because every time they use that door now, you'll go, okay, yeah, I know, I'm not fixing it, I got it. You won't be using this door again.
At that moment when all these feelings came over me, it's like then I started doubting in myself, and I actually shut down. I didn't literally sit there and talk myself through it. Now I know how to talk myself through whatever obstacles come up again.
Yeah.
And I'm greatly, greatly greatly appreciate the time from everyone just to sit here and just to listen. It it felt absolutely amazing.
I say.
Now I gotta call Kathy back. Kathy, Kathy Caspiel called me, and I was like, "Boop, sorry." She'll understand later.
Yeah. I say. I say. I say. Well, we did good. Perhaps you were not perhaps you were the 12 o'clock call. Spirit knew you were coming at 12 o'clock, made us all shut down and be ready to receive and listen because the queen needed to speak, and so shall it be. I said,
I love you all very, very, very much.
I love you too. Thank you for allowing us in your life. And thank you for allowing us to learn from you. This is amazing. So thank you. To the master life coaches in the building, did you guys see that? Even if it was afterwards, did you see it? See that door? That was beautiful. That was beautiful. All right. I give thanks. I'll just say it one last time. I give so much thanks and so much respect for your words, Mary, for your ability to come up and say what you're thinking, what you're feeling, without worrying about what people feel about you, how people may or may not judge you for any of those things. You get up, you speak it, and you do it publicly. You do this publicly, which means that your new practice has a way of showing people publicly how to heal. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. So thank you so much. So much. Ashe. All right, we're going to close this beautiful session down. I will post up and see if those beautiful souls are ready. So if you guys want to take like a 10-minute break, we'll come back up live and announce the healing session to see if they come. As it stands right now, they have not inboxed me, so I'm perfectly under the understanding, overstanding, and understanding that today's 12 o'clock was indeed for Mary. But let's see if 2 o'clock is for those others. If you guys are not tired, you guys are tired, then no, we can do it another day. So you guys let me know. And the practitioners, please just let me know if you're up for it or not. All right. Any questions? Anybody want to say anything before we go?
Just that you did an awesome job, Mary. That was beautiful. Thank you for letting us be a part of that.
And I'm not a life coach, but I was sitting here. I was watching you, Mary. I was watching. But I knew your daughter knocked you off your jush when she asked that question. And that's why it took you down. It took you somewhere else.
Yes. Yes.
Ashe, yes. I knew the same thing. She had got knocked off her course, but Murray got to pick up them tools and fight it. I just sat here and did 45 minutes of motivation. Motivational Monday. Thank you. I love you, girl. Pick them tools up.
And that's not a judgment. That's an encouragement.
Oh, yes. Trust me, I understand because I'm still looking for my tools. I think I found like 2 or 3, and I got to use those ones until I find the rest. But yes, she's absolutely right. In this tribe, I know there's absolutely no judgment. So never need to say that because everything everybody says in here is for encouragement purposes, never to knock you down, but to help you back up again. I know that 100% in my heart.
Ashe. Ashe.
I love you.
I love you.
Ashe.
Dr. New, you the bomb.
Oh.
You the bomb. But I promise if you dated women, I give you my A game.
I promise you, if I dated women, I'd have your A game.
Your level of overstanding and understanding, because ain't no under with you. You know, you seek out healing moments. Like your patience is everything. It is everything. And I give thanks for being able to be in here, because I was able to see what I need to work on. Because my patience I need to work on my patience. And Mary, I'm just an honest motherfucker. I might have judged you for about 3 minutes. So when she say ain't nobody judging, my ass might have judged you for about 3 minutes. But the leadership that we have up in here is amazing. You wondering what God looked like. Yeah, you can look in the mirror and you see God. But I'm going to tell you, it's that black woman right there. She at the bottom of my thing right now. I see God. And I'm so proud of you for even accepting this right now, Dr. New, because normally you would do the little humble little two-step thing that you be doing, you know. But you've been accepting more and more compliments. So I see growth in you too. Boy, I'm trying not to give you my A game, girl. I might turn you out. Your mama cook too?
Girl ain't got no sense.
I'm just saying, man, I'm gonna keep it real. Not everybody gonna say it, you know. This was an experience right here. This whole little thing was an experience, and I give thanks for you being our spiritual leader. The way that the road that you take to guide us to understanding, to seeing how we connect to it. Not everybody can find that road. You don't always just go straight. Like you'll take a right turn, a left turn. You'll go like back in a circle and then go straight, and then you go up. And I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Your level of listening to spirit, girl, I give thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a
Thank
lot.
you for saying that, BJ. Well spoken. I second that immensely.
I ditto that as well.
Shay, that's what I was going to say. This is a great experience to sit here and watch. Continuous learning. You get, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't put a price on it. This is amazing. This is an amazing place to be. This is that when you find it, I'm not leaving it. This right here just showed me that yet again. It shows me all the time, but today was yet another example of I found it, I ain't leaving. what come what may, because it's continuous growth. Thank you.
I have a new life, and I am so grateful for this place, this space that has changed a lot of our lives. For 1 year, you have changed the disaster of the decade before, and that I was going around with like a pinball machine. And thank you for being our guide and our everything.
Ashe. Thank you, God. Thank you. And I see you too. I see you all and recognize you all as God. Awesome. This is God to me. I see it every day and hear it every day. And I'm so grateful. So thank
That
you.
two-step right there. That's that two-step. That's that humble two-step.
I love you, lady. She ain't got no sense.
That's that humble two-step.
None at all.
I have to say, BJ, you made me smile today. Thank you.
I say. Love this space. Love it. I say. All right, so we're gone. We'll be back. What's today? We'll be back tomorrow. But I'm gonna take a little break and then I'll come up to see if they want to come in the healing space still. So I'm gonna take a little pee break. Oh, I should have said that I was recording. I'll take a little tinkle break. And then I'll post the thing back up. All right, love y'all. Thank you. Peace.